Hello everyone, Neil Patel here. Thank you for downloading the latest episode of the Indian Startup Show. A quick announcement, Capgemini, the multinational IT consulting company, are turning 50. So they're creating a new competition called Innovators Race 50. It's a global contest that seeks to reward promising early stage startups. So if you have a startup in the following categories, GovTech and social enterprises, data and security, digital processes and transformation, consumers and well-being, fintech and mobility, then please apply. There's 50 startups that will be shortlisted and there'll be 5 winners. A total of, wait for it, $250,000 worth of equity-free funding is available. Amazing stuff. So that's Innovators Race 50. It's your chance to put your early stage business on the global map. The deadline is 28th of February. For more details, please go to innovatorsrace50.com. And obviously, if you get shortlisted, then please come on the show and let's talk about it. So on with the show. Did you know that India has the second largest road network in the world? The Indian trucking industry is currently valued at 130 billion, and there are approximately 5.6 million on-road vehicles transporting 80% of the country's freight. So today I speak to Ishu Bansal. He is the co-founder of TruckSuvidha. TruckSuvidha is the online portal for transportation and trucking industry. Through this portal, one can find real-time availability of trucks and loads. So in this episode, we talk about how he got started, the early days, plans for the future, his inspirational dad, coding for ice cream and candy, convincing transporters to use the system, and his hobbies and interests. So please enjoy the show. Thank you. Hi, Ishu. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks, Neil.
Please tell me about your business, please.
Yeah. TruckSuvidha is an online marketplace where shipper and transporter can come online. They can book trucks online with the real-time availability of loads and trucks. And industry can come. They can put the requirement for trucks they are looking for from the market. And in the similar way, transporters, fleet owners can put the requirement of their loads and they can meet at a single place at TruckSuvidha.
Excellent. Sounds like a great idea. Can you tell me where you got the idea from? Can you remember the light bulb moment?
Okay. So it started back from my own business. My business, I belong to a business family where we were doing plywood manufacturing. So it involves a lot of trucking. We were sending our finished goods to a lot of suppliers and a lot of distributors. So every time we were booking up our truck, we face a huge gap into the transportation and like whenever the logistics manager is connecting with them. So that's why we thought why not to create a kind of inventory where we can find out the availabilities of loads and trucks, and it can be a very easy measure for anyone to just book a truck.
And when did you start, and how's it going so far? Can you share some stats?
We started it in September 2014. It's been now around more than 2 years, and like the journey is awesome, really awesome. I would say like, there are a lot of things that we have, like a lot of lives that we have changed during the whole journey, and we are getting somewhere around roughly around 1,000 visitors a day on our website. We are 25,000 strong community from transporter side. We are around 10,000 strong community from industry side.
And is that what you expected when you first started or launched the website?
No, it wasn't. Like it was the industry that we are catering is something different. They don't have much into the internet space and all. So this was not expected at all. So we were thinking that it involves a lot of pressure and a lot of push from our side to the transporters in order to teach them how to book the trucks and all with the help of internet, with the help of mobile phone. But later on, it is remarkable the way they learn, the way they share the details about TruckSuvidha within their network with their own people. It's really awesome.
What were the early days like, and how long did it take you to get to your first customer?
So the journey when we started back in 2014 September, it was really awesome. Me and Mr. Ep49, my co-founder, we both used to go to the market and find out the feedback or the collect about new customers, ask people to join the network, share them about the journey, what we are doing, what they can get benefit out of it. I remember there was an incident when there was a truck driver into the market, very, very busy streets, but he was sitting idle. He refused to talk to us. He thought what we are doing and why we are asking so much questions from it. So that was a kind of early days for us. But later on, and we figured it out. I believe back after 1.5 years, he again registered onto the portal and shared the same with us. Like this was the incident that happens. So it was really awesome.
Okay. How big is the market then? There must be quite a few trucks in India.
The trucking market is huge. If we talk about anything which is being grown, like anything from farms, anything that we wear, or anything from industries that comes into the market, is transported through trucks only. So even if there is a transportation from rail, that is again transported from railway stations to the market using trucks. So everything that is being transported anywhere, the trucks are the main source of transportation. So road transportation is a key in Indian market, and like India has the second largest road network.
Oh right, okay.
So that's like the market is huge.
And what's the plans for the future then? Say this time next year. Where would you see yourself?
So if we talk about the growth of TruckSuvidha and where we see ourselves, anyone who is thinking of truck will think of TruckSuvidha. That is the thing that we are going to put up into the market. So if anyone is looking for some assistance for truck, he'll be thinking of TruckSuvidha. If someone is looking for finance for truck, he'll be looking for TruckSuvidha. And like 360-degree thing for trucks, it will be a TruckSuvidha, your one-stop solution.
Let's talk about you then. What's your background then? Are you like a tech person or a marketing person?
So I'm more onto the earlier days I was more onto the tech side, but when I ventured into TruckSuvidha, it comes to all the side: sales, marketing, technical. Then if we talk about digital marketing, anything it is related to. Now we do all this stuff. I graduated, then I worked with Infosys for 2.5 years. Then I was with Sapient Corporation, and then I started my own venture.
And why did you start your own venture then, after working at those companies?
It's really awesome. Like whenever you are working on your own project, on your dreams, and like when someone, it's moreover like when you are working for the society. So when you are uplifting or giving something back to the society, and society is accepting that. That is the main thing. And if it is something making a change in their day-to-day life, so with the help of TruckSuvidha, we have seen that there is a increment into the driver's salary, truck driver salary. So these kind of changes are very positive signs whenever you are doing something.
You spent 2 years at Infosys. What was that like? Any stories? Any key takeaways? Anything you learned?
Yes, that was a very good journey that I have done over there. A lot of management skills that grown in me during those days. We were like at that time I was the only person in my network, I should say, or during my batch, who was handling 3 to 4 projects at a time. When in Infosys, I believe during the early days, people don't even get to work on even a single project for many months. So I was the person who was handling 3 to 4 projects at a particular point of time. So it was a really interesting journey.
And what did you learn from your first business then? Any key takeaway?
My first business, I believe I've done it was when I was in 6th class, and that was for college, basically not college, it was school projects that we have done at the time. Like I was very good at coding, I should say. Like I love coding. Since then, I'm doing this stuff, DOS, coding, hacking and all. So at that time, I used to write code for my friends, and it was a barter system at the time. So I write code for them or do some computer projects for them. In return of I was asking some ice creams or some other things, some candies with them. So that was a kind of a barter system that I started with my friends, and it was really like I learned that if you are good at something, then please don't do it for free, don't do it for charity purposes. So that's the main thing one should do.
Do it for candy and ice cream.
No, at least you should do something, or you should charge either a small fee or something, so that the other person is going to respect.
Nice. How big's the team?
We are like for full timers, we are 26 now, and if we talk about the freelancers and others, we are a 100 plus team altogether, all across the country in India itself. So we like there are a lot of supporters from friends and families who are working along with their jobs onto the concept and back to back pushing up the concept into the transportation and trucking network.
What excites you about this startup then?
This was the main thing is the community itself. When you see a truck driver, a transporter working so hard, and irrespective of the weather conditions, irrespective of the benefits that they receive from the society, and still they are doing their job without asking anything from the society and back to back doing the stuff. That is the main motivation for doing for working for them. So TruckSuvidha want to be want to be a one-stop solution for them where they can rely, they can expect anything, whatever they are looking from the society, they can expect from TruckSuvidha. That is the kind of remark that TruckSuvidha is want to create into the trucking industry.
So it's a two-sided marketplace. How do you go about making revenue then?
So we are, it's a very simple model. We are based on subscription-based model. Like we are not transporters or we are not other brokers who are charging on per transaction fee. It's a simple model. Transporters subscribe to us. We ask them a small platform fee for using their technology, which is very nominal. Even the transporters say they can make benefit out of the fee within maximum 2 or 3 trips only, out of which they can use the platform for whole around the year.
Okay, cool. And in terms of funding, then, is this bootstrapped, self-funded, or have you taken funding? Are you looking for funding?
Yep, we are bootstrapped. Currently, we recently started looking out for funds, and investors has shown a very great interest into the concept, and they are coming up with that particular thing. But still, we would like to bootstrap as we are doing. But if there is some great deal that comes from the market, then definitely we would like to accept.
You mentioned your co-founder earlier. How did you guys meet?
He's family only.
Okay.
My grandfather and his grandfather was doing business since '99.
Okay.
So he was the one who set up a plywood plant at our land in Mudia. It's in Uttar Pradesh in India. So since then we spent a lot of time together in business. He's 39, I'm 26. So there's a huge age gap between both of us, but still the chemistry between both of us is very good.
Oh, nice.
So we spent a lot of time together since I was in my 10th class.
Good stuff. So would you recommend someone who's starting out in business to have a co-founder then?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's always good to have a co-founder with you, because there are a lot of the times with ups and downs into the business cycle, so which you cannot avoid. So at the time, it is a real kind of a strength which you get from the energy that you get from the other side. Okay. It's really good to have a co-founder. Cool. Sorry?
What would you say is the hardest part about building this business?
Okay, so if we talk about the hardest part, every day is a challenge, but when it is coming to us and we are cracking it down, it's a kind of a very small thing for us. So earlier it was seems like why we are going to do this, how we are going to convince the transporter community to use the digital thing, to come onto the platform, to use the things like internet, payments, phones, and all. So these were the things that were the restriction which were being imposed by those guys itself. But later on, when they started using the platform, and when we see the adoption by them itself, it's really awesome. I believe when we started, we were pushing them the concept to them. Uh, After I believe 7 or 8 months, these guys just call on our center, call on our customer care center, just to know how to register. They don't ask after that, "Ki, please register me." So they just call to know the procedure. That's all. Earlier it was the scenario that we were asking them and we were registering on their behalf. So the transition was very quick. They started adopting the technology. They started adopting the concept. They say that this is a kind of thing that is going to work in future. So we should accept it as soon as we are going to do it.
So will this be like a mobile application then in the future?
So we have a mobile application as of now. Also, it's a web platform. It's again like if the transporter don't have access to internet, it's a platform. Call center for them also available. And for techie transporters, it's a mobile app also. So we are present on all the platforms. So like it's a thing, they can just go onto the web, they can go on mobile, they can go on call also.
Okay. Last few questions then. Do you have any like business heroes, and why?
Yes, I have business heroes. My father is one of the like a business hero to me. Like I see those early days when I was in my childhood, and I see my father doing really hard work, and build an empire, build different companies, different firms. So it's a kind of thing I've seen a lot of businesses ups and downs during my child days also.
What was he building then?
Like we started, we were having only a utensil shop at earlier, and later on, as of now, we have cold storage business, we have a dairy, we have different utensils, we are retailer and wholesaler also, we have plywood industry. So there are multiple businesses that we are doing.
And what does he think of your business then? Does he give you advice around the dinner table?
Yeah, he do, but most of the times it happens. It's a kind of clash that we are trying to build, and he says that it is not a kind of thing that you should do. There's always a kind of conflicts between him and me onto the part of basically the online business, I should say. Rather.
What advice would you give our listeners on building and growing a startup?
Like, don't stop, go on. Everything will be a small piece of cake, and journey is really awesome. So if you are going to stop in between, there will be nothing.
Good stuff. And outside work, what are your hobbies and interests? How do you relax?
I love to roam around. I love to travel. I travel a lot. Apart from that, I love cooking.
All right. What do you cook?
Mostly Indian food.
Yeah.
Different type of curries and all. I would love to cook. Sandwiches is one of my key favorite that I cook.
Nice. You said you like traveling. Whereabouts do you like travel, and what's your favorite place?
Majorly, like I like to travel to divine places like temples and all.
Oh, nice.
With some history associated with them. So I've been to most of the places in India only. Majorly, I've covered northern and southern part of the country. Eastern part is remaining. That is what I have to explore.
So we have a lot of listeners outside India who may be interested in going to India on holiday. Where would you recommend if they had like 2 or 3 weeks?
India is really awesome for traveling purpose. You can see different cultures, different people, like different languages, different kind of moves going on each and every place. So like it's starting from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, you can experience a different thing altogether. Every place is awesome. Like if you want to experience summers, it's there. If you want to experience winter, it's there. It's really awesome. One of the best countries I can say.
Excellent. So one last question then, for people who want more information on what you do, how can they connect?
It's really simple to connect. They can connect via Twitter, via LinkedIn, Facebook, media channel. Even they can also drop just a mail. So it's really easy to connect with us.
Actually, one last question. In terms of digital marketing, how are you marketing this website then?
Digital marketing is one of the thing that we do, and the best part is even the transporters and the truck drivers very very quickly respond to us on social media channels.
Which is the best social media channel for you then?
For India, Facebook is the best channel for us for marketing purpose. Apart from that, for overseas clients, we see a good response on Twitter also.
All right, so you have overseas clients as well?
Yes, we have.
Okay, and how's that working out for you?
It's great. It's really simple for them to book a truck whenever they are not there. Like if they don't know someone for import or export, a kind of thing, so they can directly book up from there, and we handle and we take care of each and everything on their behalf.
Excellent, brilliant Ishu. Thank you for coming on the show. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks a lot. It was great talking to you. Thank you.
Good stuff, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Same to you.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thanks to Ishu for coming on the show today. Thanks for listening and subscribing. If you like the show, please leave a comment in iTunes. Thanks for supporting the podcast. I'll be back next week. Want to come on the show? Send me an email, hello@neilpatel.co, or tweet @IndianStartupSH, or go to facebook.com/Indian Startup Show. We'd love to connect. Thank you and goodbye.